So this is just a very short video on driving one of these tiny little steppers with an Arduino. So these are kind of like the tiniest steppers you can get, and this one is actually out of a Blu-ray drive sled. So this would be, typically like the sled which has the optics and the laser diodes and the photodiode array in it for reading like a Blu-ray. But for some reason they use a stepper motor to do the focusing. So you can see there's a see if we can get that in focus. But you can see there's a small stepper which drives an like a lead screw and an arm with this lens on it, which moves in and out to focus the beam as it gets driven out through the optics. So anyway, I had a couple of these sleds lying around because like I wanted the lasers out of them for another project, and I came across the stepper again. I thought, oh, I'll be quite interested in having a go at driving it. But I didn't, I have an easy driver and I have a couple of other like Arduino stepper motor shields, but I didn't really want to use them on like such a small stepper that I was just playing around with. I kind of thought, well, steppers are current-driven devices, and like a stepper motor of this size shouldn't need very much power. So I thought, well, maybe there's an easier way of driving it. And at first I considered, using these ULN 2003s, which I also have in my junk drawer. But then I thought, oh, maybe I can just drive it directly from the Arduino, because the Arduino can supply like 40 milliamps per pin. Then, like initially, I thought, oh, maybe I'll need some circuit with, like a couple of resistors pulling to 5 volts and, that kind of thing. But actually, all you need is to connect it directly to the Arduino pins, and you just set one pin as high and the other as 0. So the one pin is sinking the current that the other is producing, and these things have the coils on this stepper are about 40 ohms, which will then limit your current to about 100 milliamps. So actually I should put in some like some current limiting resistors there as well, otherwise I will be like killing the life of my Arduino. But I'm just playing around at the moment, and it works. So the resistors on the board here are actually from, they're not connected, they're just from when I was trying out the other configuration. But hopefully you can see, I know it's very small, but hopefully you can see that the motor is, I'm not lying, the motor is can you see, hopefully you can see that. And the motor is actually, the stepper is actually turning around. Yeah, so I think that's kind of cool, and I'll have to think about what other projects I can do with that. I was thinking maybe like a teeny tiny XY stage to put on my microscope, so I can image integrated circuit dies and things more easily. But yeah, that's the project, and I thought it was kind of cool.